Here's something that I'm learning about being in a transition. And if you're new here, my name is Eva, and I am just here to support people to live well, to feel grounded in yourself, feel like you are being your authentic self, to live in alignment with your soul and your values, to just live the best life you possibly can, whatever that looks like. And if you don't know what that looks like, it sounds like there's some discovery to do there. So what I am learning about being in a transition is that we have the opportunity to either look at this transition as something that is supporting us, something that is making space for something better to come in, something that is meant to help us get on the right path. Because what I was noticing in myself, and I noticed this in others too, is that for some reason we tend to, even if we know that this isn't what we want, we tend to feel upset. We tend to start to talk about all the reasons why it's not working or why we're hurt if we feel personally attacked. I think that that's where the trigger happens, and then you feel like it's a rejection. But what I want to encourage you to do is, can you look at how this is making space for something that is better for you? If you didn't even want this in the first place, or you knew this wasn't your forever thing, why are you so upset? And it's because parts of you are feeling hurt by whatever is going on. So your work then is to do the inner work to support those parts that are feeling that way, and then look at how this opportunity is actually serving you. Is it giving you more time, more freedom, more options, more opportunities? Because if this wasn't it, why would you want to stay there any longer? Like, why would you want to keep being there if it wasn't aligned and you knew that? Maybe on the flip side, you thought it was aligned and then you were blindsided. That's a different story. I'm talking about when you know that it's not for you, and yet we still feel like we were wronged. And it's okay to acknowledge and accept that you're feeling that, but then how are you going to keep talking to yourself and guiding your thoughts? Because you are the one who guides your thoughts. It's not the opposite way around. So what are you going to tell yourself every morning when you look in the mirror? What are you going to be encouraging yourself to look for? Are you going to look for the new opportunities that now have the space to come toward you? Or are you going to look at how this wasn't working and how you feel rejected and maybe even feel unwanted? I know that was my situation initially. And now the work that I'm doing is every single morning my practice. Every single morning, what are my thoughts? Checking myself, shifting the thoughts, questioning the thoughts, especially if they are disempowering or I know they're not true. Like if there's a thought of like, oh, that person said that to hurt me. Well, was that really true, or am I just feeling triggered by something? So it's a constant practice of checking ourselves. And I know that the life I am meant to live does not involve me feeling like people are hurting me. So I know that that's on me. That's inner work for me to do. And what am I making it mean about me too? That's another really powerful question. If this happens in your life, you get let go, you get broken up with, you find out you have to move across the country and you have resistance to it, or you're struggling with that, what are you making it mean about you? These are the things we need to explore in order to get on board with where we're at. Can you accept that you're in a transition? Can you accept that the transition doesn't have to be dramatic? It doesn't have to be this chaotic thing that's happening. Can you accept that this transition is supporting you. It's redirecting you to the right path if you choose, because you still have choice. You can keep choosing opportunities or people in your life that are not aligned, or you can make the choice to go with ones that are, that do feel better. So can you see this as an opportunity and a possibility? Because your life changes in those moments when you start to do things differently, when you start to be a different person, when you show up in a new energy, when you stop taking your own shit, and when you stop getting in your own way. That's how you make the change. Let me know if this was supportive in the comments below, and happy to support if anyone needs it.